the last thing I was going to touch on was that you've recently launched CityLeadrs.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about it, Matt. Tell me about it.
Yeah, so look, Jon Snow.
Not the one from Game of Thrones.
No, not the one from Game of Thrones, although I know he's getting the higher Google search rankings.
He is indeed.
Jon Snow, the esteemed broadcaster, made I think it's the McTaggart lecture at Edinburgh this year, and basically said what we've all thought for the last 5-10 years, which is us in the media are kind of, we're 2 steps removed from the public. We're not close enough anymore. We don't know the pulse of the nation. We don't know how people are really feeling in society. And he warned that was a danger in the media. And basically, I suppose it's a coincidence. I'm not going to suggest that, we saw that and turned up the next day with City Leader. But City Leader is a channel and a content format based on street level and eye level viewpoints. So it's giving people a voice. It is casual in that it's street view, and it almost looks like we're doing the doorstep challenge and we're chasing people up with a camera crew. But it is off pat. It is ad hoc. It is gut reaction that we talked about. Blink. We've covered immigration. What makes ISIS so powerful? What about Islamophobia? What about Trump? What about North Korea? What about Grenfell, for example? And we've reached millions and millions of people already with this content. But the crucial number is actually the volume of engagements we've had in terms of people commenting on the content, sharing the content, and getting involved in it. It's very, very emotive. It is very simple in its format, but it's something that closes the gap, or it's our attempt at closing the gap between the perception that the media is completely out of touch with society. It is on your doorstep. It is giving you a microphone, to express yourself, and the results have been fascinating. Especially around immigration and Brexit and things like that, and the rise of extremism on all sides.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's a fascinating project. I know you said maybe did yourself a disservice, 'cause I know you've been thinking about and been working on this for quite some time, and it's only recently launched. So you definitely, from where I'm looking at, you definitely have your finger on the pulse of what's needed as well. I don't think it's also, it's a great idea because it'll help with in terms of the business side of things, but I think it's something that's needed, as we talked about throughout this, which is personalization, authenticity, all these things get wrapped up into this project that I was sort of scouring over the internet over the last few days, sort of delving into it. And as you said, it is speaking to people, allowing people to speak more, so allowing them to tell their story and their ideas, and not framing it in any way, just going, this is the question we've got, go, whatever answer comes out.
Well, exactly, and it's just reflecting. I mean, a friend of mine, a broadcaster in Ireland, coined a lovely phrase. He just said, "We inform and reflect." We inform society and we reflect society. And if that's all that a channel and a format like City Leaders does, then that's wonderful, because it gives people a voice. It gives the audience a true reflection of society. And they can choose whether they engage with that or not, tell their own story. So the idea, again, I guess to round off, our mantra is all become the story. It's got to be more social, more mobile, and more democratic. And that's what we're working on with every channel, every content format that we come up with has got to have that angle or that set of values.
Yeah.
And it's not a hippie thing or a left field thing. It's just common sense. It's humanity.
I agree, and I think it's a perfect place to wrap things up. For everybody listening, can you shout out your sort of socials and the website so people can look you up and stalk you a bit? And,
don't do
and
that.
Nevada as well.
Yeah, so the company is Nevada Group, Navada Group. The website is nevadagroup.com. You can get me on LinkedIn. You can get me on Twitter. It's just Matt Scott Social. So at Matt Scott Social is that's a mouthful. That's my Twitter handle. And feel free to get in touch.
Awesome, Matt. I will share all that on the show notes for everybody listening. You guys listening in, hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a fascinating sort of delve into the digital world that we're all connected to. Until next week, guys, have a great week and stay awesome.